Hello, welcome to our CIS171 Java course. This course is going to get you started in Java and using Eclipse as our integrated development environment. To get started this week, I'm going to walk you through our Blackboard course, point out some important information, and walk through most of our week 1 material so that you can get started on the right foot. Each week I will make a video, sometimes it'll be multiple videos, with example codes or sometimes walking through tricky components of the different assignments. It will just vary week to week what will be included inside of those videos, so make sure that you check them out. Turning our attention to the course, you'll be dropped into the announcements section each time you begin. Next, we're going to go over to the syllabus section. There's just a couple of details that I want to point out inside of our syllabus. First one is my office hours. I have evening office hours online through Google Hangouts, 7:30 to 9. So feel free to add me to your Google Hangout circle. I also have face-to-face office hours on the Ankeny campus on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Fridays are my most busy day in the classroom. So if you email me or text me, it will take a while for you to hear back from me. Typically, it'll be on Saturday morning. So if you can avoid calling or texting on Fridays, very much appreciated since I'll be teaching, but otherwise drop me an email. If it's an emergency and we need to meet, we can make arrangements for that. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Please take time to read through this, particularly about the required textbooks and the software applications and the expectations I have for you. And we'll also make sure that you read about the late assignments and the revision of assignments, the midterm exam as well. What I want to point out here is the drop for non-attendance and the quit attending. Make sure that you're familiar with those policies so that you don't get dropped for never attending or quit attending. Flipping back to Blackboard here, underneath your instructor you'll find my contact information. Feel free to call, preferably text this number over my office number. I much prefer text than I do talking on the phone, like most people these days. Or emails are great as well. Just please let me know which course that you're emailing about whenever you email me. Popping down to tools real quick, there is a spot in here where you can send me an email if you need to do that rather than using webmail. And then of course My Grades. Do visit your My Grades often so that you can see your scores, and if you have the opportunity to revise assignments, you'll be able to click on, I think it's a green little bubble, to see comments back to you, and you can revise as needed. Next I'm going to pop into course content. You can see our week 1 folder here. Click to get into it. We'll start with what is Java? Why do you want to learn Java? And this week we're just going to get set up for success. We're going to get our digital textbook set up Java and Eclipse on the computer. Again, we'll be using Eclipse for our integrated development environment, or our IDE. You'll meet some of our other programmers inside of our class. And then we'll talk about what is object-oriented programming. So you're able to click on all these folders to get in here and find more details. Below is a help forum. This is available in every week of our course. So you can click on it and then click on the subscribe button, like I'm going to do here. And then you'll get an email anytime that there's been a post made to the discussion forum. So do subscribe to that so that you can get emails when your fellow classmates need help. I try to sum up each week with what you've accomplished so that you can make sure that you've got all the points possible inside of My Grades before continuing on. This week, inside of our topic 2, you will, after you set up Java and Eclipse, you'll create a sample program to test to make sure that things are running okay. Here's the Windows version. If you scroll over a little bit, here's the Mac version. Not everything is in exactly the same spot in Eclipse as you might see on your screen, but don't panic. You should be able to look for those buttons and find them in your system. They're very close by. This was just made on Eclipse Oxygen Release 1, and we're on Release 2, so the video is just a little behind, but it's not too bad. So probably record those again at the beginning of fall semester, because who knows what changes will come about over the summer. Again, if you have any questions as we get started on our course, please let me know. I'm hearing rumors that there may be an issue getting the e-textbook. If there is, drop me a note and I will send you a link to VitalSource where you can rent the textbook for 120 days. It is an e-textbook. I think it's under $40. I definitely know it's under $50. So if you need that link, please drop me an email and let me know so that you can get the textbook set up. I look forward to working with you online. Just please keep the lines of communication open with me. I don't want you sitting there struggling or beating your head against the desk because you're frustrated with an error. Post those to the discussion board. There's some other resources that you can use for help as well. But let me know and keep the lines of communication open so that you can be successful as we move forward. As always, if you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to working with you online.